Hi there, welcome to this week's pick a card, which is predictions for 2022. So happy new year, guys. And usually my readings are timeless, but not this time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're getting a peek into 2022. What is 2022 bringing for you? So go ahead now and take a moment and look down at the cards. And we're having more than one card. We've got our spirit cats, and that's going to be our identifying card, but we also have the magical times empowerment cards underneath to give us a little extra information since we're looking at the prediction of an entire year. So that's what we're looking at there. So go ahead and maybe take a lower deep belly breath, breathing in your lower breath belly and filling it in with air like a balloon, and then exhale when you're ready, contracting your stomach. And if you take 2 or 3 of those, that really helps your ego align to your higher self to help you tune in and choose your card. You can ask your angels, ask your guides by any means. Use your way of tuning in for the card that's right for you. Sometimes you may notice and you may be pulled to one or more of the cards, and that's completely fine. If you are, check them out, because sometimes you're getting a message, and sometimes the message is, when that happens, you'll see kind of a similar message in both, and they're amplifying something there. So if you feel pulled to do that, by all means do so. Sometimes we get it wrong, and if the reading isn't feeling right for you, try another one. That can be the reading for you. So, okay, so if you need more time than I'm affording you here to choose a card, by all means, feel free to pause the video. And once you've chosen your card, you can either look down at the bottom of your screen and choose the chapter matching the card you chose, Spirit Cat number 1 or Spirit Cat number 2 or Spirit Cat number 3. Or you can look down in the description box below and find the corresponding timestamps to your Spirit Cat. Okay, I will meet you at your Spirit Cat. Okay, welcome if you chose Spirit Cat number 1 for this week's pick a card reading, which is your 2022 predictions. So let's see what we got going on for your theme for your year. Okay, catalyst. So we're going to be starting it out with a catalyst. So meet Luna. She may seem a little ominous at first, but do not worry. She is truly here to help us. She is the catalyst. She is the kitty form of the Philosopher's Stone, the magical alchemy that metaphorically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterwards. She is the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver, but do not be afraid. That is only the first sign of a miraculous shift. So some of you may be looking at a catalyst this year, maybe at the beginning of the year, since we're starting out here. And the message we're getting here is do not worry. It's going to lead to something good. And it's difficult when those big, hard changes come in. I know it's very difficult. The ego gets very attached to that. And then your second card, your Magical Times Empowerment cards, these are new for me, so I'm having to cheat, honestly, and read the title, is Quest. So this catalyst may send you on a new quest. And your quest says, be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take actions. Good luck favors the brave. So yeah, a catalyst kind of shakes things up, makes us a little bit nervous. It's going to send you on a quest. It will become a quest because now you're having to do something new. It's a new plan, a new way that we're going to do something, and then it's going to be putting you on a new quest. It's going to seem like a quest because it is new. Okay, so let's go ahead now and pull some tarot and read for you. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. If you've been following me, I usually do the whole row of tarot and then start reading and then do a clarifying row. What I'm going to do this time is pull up your tarot and pull up your clarifications. I hope your holidays were great, and I hope you're all having a wonderful new year. And a shout out to Betty White. I was sorry to hear the news for her today. Love her, she's an awesome actress. And sending her my love through the veil to the other side. Okay, so there is your first deck, and then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the clarifying, so I just read right for you. And while I shuffle this deck, I would love to give a shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. I have made it over 300 subscribers now, guys. Thank you so much. That is thanks to all of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and your bell notifications as they help me to grow my channel. And my whole purpose for this channel is to help others. So you're helping me help others. Thank you, truly, from my heart. I truly, truly appreciate that. That means the world to me. And those of you that know me, my special thanks to those comments. I really do enjoy those because I'm over here reading in the dark for you, and there's many of you. So I like to see how they correlate with you. And speaking of which, I failed to mention that in the beginning, this is a general reading for many of you. So, but I do have the cards tuned for each of you that will tune into the cards and your unique relative reality. So tune in to what aligns with you. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. All right, so some of us, we're starting out here, are feeling trapped, very, very badly trapped, to the point that we may be feeling some aggression here. And this also represents Capricorn energy, so this might be thrown out to some of you that may be Capricorns being relative to you. And it looks like we are lacking some type of Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, we're feeling trapped in that new quest. This is very fitting. We're feeling trapped and stuck, and you got a quest calling you to do something new. But we're feeling unsupported, like the universe won't support us. If we would go on a new quest, it wouldn't be successful. We really have some trepidation in doing so. And when I see this one come in reverse like this usually comes from a childhood paradigm building from like ages 1 through 6. And this might be where you develop this fear, like you don't have that support to go out and try something new. And that would be the purpose of the catalyst coming in to help free you and kind of push you on that quest, because you're trepidatious on your own on to go ahead and do it. You might be hearing your intuition calling you. I hope she's not making puppy noises like last time. My kitty's on the bed again, getting a little agitated with her tail. So the catalyst is coming in to push you because you're feeling trapped and stuck right now and you're not liking it. You're really agitated and irritated with that. So that could be what's going on for some of you. Yes, and again here now we got the Ace of Wands, and it's time to go for something new, but there's some preparations to be taken. There's going to be a delay. And so this catalyst could be helping propel get us going, get us over that hump and get that preparation. And then of course, wiggling and waggling with that change is not fun. So we kind of have to prepare ourselves for this quest and get ourselves back in alignment. And there may be some healing that needs to be done here. Yeah, and we've got the Eight of Cups because you've been resisting a calling. The Eight of Cups to me represents your spiritual calling. What is your spiritual calling? Your desires, who you are, the path you're supposed to be taking that's in alignment for you. And it's been calling you and you have been resisting it. And I picked that up here too. And again, this is what we're getting the catalyst for. It's pushing you over. So in this essence, your guides are actually helping you by pushing you into this catalyst to help you get onto the proper quest and get you going the way you are. And I see some of this. We are resisting all of this change and we're resisting this quest and even moving out of entrapment because we have failed before in the past and we're focused on our failures in the past. And ego, when this is coming in reverse, it really says, okay, I really screwed up last time. That 100,000% means if I do anything similar to that, I'm going to screw up this time. Love your little ego. Give it a hug. It does not mean that it has to be that way. A baby learns how to walk. When it first goes to walk, it falls. And it tries to walk in and it falls. It doesn't mean it will fall forever. I'm talking to the egos here. The baby eventually learns to walk. So don't give up. If you've tried something in a certain area over and over again, don't give up. I know that's hard because baby steps seem easy. Learning how to walk seems small, but when you're that baby, that seems big and gigantic and enormous. So wherever we are on our level of whatever we're doing, those steps seem big and gigantic and enormous. And that's what we start focusing on. I failed in the past, and that's where the focus is locked on. And you can't allow yourself to even believe that you could possibly make it in the future. And if you keep propelled and stuck on, I failed in the past, you will create the perpetuation of failing now or failing in your future. And this is really throwing you out of balance. It's throwing you out of balance with your higher self and your ego because you came here to attain certain desires. And some of that desire is feeling love and joy, experiencing that. conquering your challenges. You came here for that, and your higher self is propelling you that way, but your ego is resisting. So you're really out of balance with your higher self and your ego, and your higher self is always alignment, and your ego, when it's aligned here, you feel good, you feel at peace, you feel at joy, you feel love, you feel like you're in your true essence. But when the ego's like, over here, oh no, my higher self's crazy, no, and it's resisting, then you have this gap. And this gap is called suffering, and that's where the suffering happens. So we want to change this up. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We're in a place of confusion right now. We're looking at new starts with the new crest and the catalyst coming in. Preparations need to be done here. And that's getting ourselves back in alignment. That's one of them. And here, when this one's upright, this is all about spiritual clarity and being able to move forward, the breakthrough, to be able to start the new with clarity. But right now, it's reversed. And you're really confused because the ego is really out of balance with its higher self, and it's really insisting and holding on and looking at those failures and stagnating and getting stuck and does not want to move forward into the new. Get out of that comfort zone. I mean, and this could be something in your material life, or this could be something emotional. This, whatever it is something new. It could be in material life and creating materials and having things that you're trying to attain, or even if it's a job that's like an abstract or career, or even relationships, what you need to do within relationships. You're really being called because you're being confused, and the confusion is coming from the ego insisting the higher self is crazy. So the ego comes in line, you know what? The higher self does know what my desires are. I do feel good. The ego is scared. So give that ego some hug and reassure it. The good news is, okay, no, this is a different card. Okay, so we have the moon card here. So this one is about heeding that intuition. And I told you in the beginning, we weren't listening to this intuition. That's why the catalyst is coming in, is propelling us and pushing us. Because you were getting called to move towards your desires, but you were resisting it. And you probably hear my little granddaughter, I'm doing this early tonight, as it is New Year's Eve, talking in the background. Hopefully she won't overshadow me. Okay, so I had to cut and my granddaughter interrupt me. I hope I remember what I was saying. I'm not sure. We're coming up here with the moon card. So the moon card, I was saying, is heeding that intuition. We've been failing to do so, heeding that spiritual call, and this is where the catalyst is coming in to push us over. Also, that moon card reveals things that kind of been hidden from us, and also it calls you to kind of reflect on your own emotions, because of the ego's emotions, scared of that failure, that really impedes it, that keeps us from hesitating. But you're really being called to heed that intuition. And this card, by chance, represents Pisces, if that is relative to you. Oh my gosh, all these aces, and they're all reversed. So now you also have the ace. And again, my granddaughter interrupted me, so I hope I remember what I'm saying. I am sorry. I usually do this late at night when everybody's asleep, but it's New Year's Eve. I do apologize. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Water coming in here reversed also. So we're looking at new starts, but we have these hesitations with these new starts because we've been resisting. Hence that catalyst is coming. So I told you, I feel like this catalyst is like starting off your new year. And then I think the year is going to be getting on that quest and attaining, getting out of trap and attaining that your goals and your desires that you're wanting to attain. So this one is about healing some grief. Because when this one's upright, you've got a good offer to move forward and move forward into something of your desires. And a lot of times with the cups, this can be relationships. So that's what that is about. But there's some grief that we need to heal. And that grief is focusing on past failures and perhaps anything where you might be even feeling trapped in the moment and you're feeling the anger and pain and you're frustrated. These are all griefs that need to be healed so that we can turn this around and then embrace the new journey and embark it forward. So that's what we need to look at. And Seven of Swords. So some of you might have felt like you've been backstabbed and some surprises have come up and it's not comfortable and it's not making you happy. And this is also causing you grief because this is a very clarifying card of this one. So that is going on too. So we have some healing work to do, and turn to your guides, turn to your angels, your higher self. Ask them for help, and they can help you directly, spiritually, and they also may send resources to you through others, or other resources through books, or what have you, so they can definitely send you some help. So with all this resistance, because we're scared to move forward because of past failures, you're not going for that which is ideal for you. And that is definitely following the egoic path, and following the egoic path is the ego's trying to find the safest path. So it sticks with that which is familiar because it knows it can survive that. Because the ego has two agendas. Number one is survival. Number two, avoid as much pain as possible. So you're trapped right now. And you're trapped to a state of aggression and anger. But you're sticking with it because it's survival means that it's trumping that going for thrival and avoiding as much pain as possible. So that will also keep you from going that is ideal for you and keeps you stuck. Now, if you flip this card upright and go for that which is ideal for you, go on that quest that you've been spiritually being called to do, that you've been resisting, you flip that all up, then everything's going to end up right in your world. So sometimes it could be something as simple as a shift in a perspective and emotional thoughts and forgiveness or whatever within you. It could be something as small and abstract as that, or it could be bigger and into your material life outside material forms, whether it's a job or a career or attaining something physical or your relationship. So you'll have to look in and tune into how that is relative to you. So now here we have the Empress here in reverse. So some of us may be having some issues with the cold mother, or something a mother has done to kind of shut us out or feel painful, or we are failing to be our mother's prodigy. And she should be upright, loving you for who you are and encouraging you to be who you are and do your own thing, whether that's her thing or not. She should be doing that. But here we're getting some coldness. Maybe she has trust issues. Maybe she has some healing to do. Or this mother likes to be the prodigy child. So they want you to do what they want you to do so she looks good in her peers' eyes. So that's never good. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles too, and that is not leading to a legacy. That's not all that, because it's reversed here. This is not a legacy. So some of you may be experiencing a loss with the relationship with the mother, which is cutting off the family legacy as well. That's really coming through clearly here. And I'm sorry for the loss with you guys. That's very clear here too. Tune in, make sure you're not being the mom, make sure you're not being cold somewhere and cutting off the legacy with your children and your family. So tune in and make sure of that. Okay, so yeah, about that. So you felt like the Seven of Swords, we got stabbed in the back. So we got something here. We do need to watch out for deceit. And one of the deceits you definitely need to watch out is that of your ego tricking you and pulling you out of balance, not listening to your higher self. It will definitely trick you and betray you in that way. And because it's deceiving you, because it's deceiving itself. It's believing it follows its own advice. Let's stay focused on this failure. Let's stay trapped where we are and we're miserable. I'll be happy. But it's not. And it knows it's not happy. It knows it's not working, but it thinks this is the safest thing because it's survival. So watch out for that. Definitely watch out for that. And it could be someone in your relative reality too you might need to watch out for, and they're telling you to go within. You're being called within the Hermit to go within. And go within if it is with your ego, and work with your ego, and talk with your higher self, and talk with your ego, assuage its fears, and work on that ego, surrendering to the higher self, because the higher self knows best for you and will keep you safest and keep you thriving at your best. So you can do that. Or if it is someone that you need to watch out for, ask for guidance, who you need to watch out for, what you need to watch out, and whatever that is relative to. And this also represents Virgo energy if that is relative to you. So let me wrap you up now with an Angels and Ancestor Oracle. Oh, that was quick. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Direction, Guardian, choose your path. I told you, many of you were in clarity. You're being called for your spiritual calling, which is to follow your natural desires. And you will find you have innate skills and talents that match those desires, which you're happiest at doing. So let's just take an artist example. You're really good at it, and you're naturally innate, and you didn't have to be taught. You're good at it, and you have a desire to do that. That's why you're being called. That's the preparation you're supposed to go to. Maybe you tried to be an artist before in the past, but you failed miserably, being able to make a career, more focused on the career. You really do need to use your direction, guardian, and choose your path. Surrender to your higher self. Your higher self knows what's best. That is just one example. You could be looking at career, you could be looking at hobbies, you could be looking at relationships or whatever. So tune into how that is fitting you. But you are definitely being called, your direction guardian, to choose your path. You're being called here to heed this, and this is going to be your quest. It's your quest. It's your personal and particular unique quest. Don't deny that quest. Go for who you are. Good luck favors the brave. That's what this card says here at the end. You've got to be brave. stop surviving, go for that which is ideal for you. Flip that one upright. So you're definitely called to do that. And then here we have spring. See your seeds grow. Now, both of these are in reverse, indicating we really need to do this. You're not on the path of doing it yet, so we need to do this. And this one is you can't see those seeds grow yet because you aren't planting them yet with this being in reverse. So we need to plant those seeds and then we'll see them grow. And then with the angels and ancestors, when you have these seasons come in the beginning or the end, this means you will start seeing these seeds sprout in spring because it's ending the spread. So utilize that catalyst, embrace those failures, love yourself, hug yourself, forgive yourself, know that you don't have to fail forevermore. Heed your intuition, heed that spiritual call, go for what is calling you, that is your joy. This is your personal quest. And all will be right with your world. You will be out of this trapped feeling, stuck feeling to the point that you're aggressive. All will be right with your world. And you're going to start seeing seeds of this sprouting for you in spring. All right, guys, that's your 2022. Not too bad. A little rough, little tough because the ego's just attached. Work with that ego. And in spring, I think you're going to start seeing results that you really love. All right, guys. You got this. I believe in you. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome if you chose Spirit Cat number 2 for this week's Pick a Card reading predictions for 2022. So keep in mind this is a general reading and I have this tuned to, many of you have had them tuned in uniquely for each person that comes in to see it. So tune into what is alignment with your relative reality as I read the cards. Now, pile number 2 and pile number 3, for some reason you got 2 spirit cards and then 1 of the magical times cards. So I will read both of those for the theme of your year, and I'm doing these extra cards again to give us a little bit extra information for the cards. So let's get started with your spirit cat cards. So your first one is Wild. Okay, so meet Samson. He is a shimmering concoction of wildness and strength. He lives perpetually under the full moon. With limitless abandon, he races over the hills, feeling the perfect harmony of his body, moving unhindered by thoughts, unfettered by beliefs of who he should be or how he should act. Samson is fully himself without question or excuse. If you have been the oh-so-proper house cat for too long, step outside and awaken your precious wild self. Unleash your longings and join Samson under the moon's wild light. So the impressions I'm getting with this card is be your authentic self. Don't be the people pleaser. Let's not say and do the right thing to make our parents happy, boss happy, coworkers happy, spouse happy, children happy, siblings happy, friends happy. Be you. I'm really getting that one from you. Be your authentic self. You are unique. Be your beautiful, unique. Be your beautiful, Y-O-U, unique self. No one else can give us you but you. So don't deny us. Okay, imagination. This is your second one. So meet Zed. He might not look like your ordinary house cat, but in fact he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or from a far off land. He lives just around the corner. He is the maker of his own kittyverse. He is constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today he's purple and green, but tomorrow he might be made of flowers, and the next day he might have stars for eyes. We are all in constant state of becoming. We don't need to always stick with the familiar A, B, and C. Sometimes we can reach for Z. Okay, so this is still going back to being unique and being you. And even if being unique and you, even if that's being somewhat normal, so don't compare yourself to somebody else. Well, I can't do what they're doing because they're a celebrity and they're great and they're magnificent and I'm just this little person. You're still unique and you bring your own light and your own way to do whatever it is that they are doing your own way. So be unique in your way. We need you doing it your way. So this is really coming in strong about being you and feeling the freedom and safety to do so. You're really being called to be who you are for us. You definitely are. And creation. This is your Magical Times Empowerment cards. I'm totally not looking over there reading that title because I haven't looked my new deck of cards on the title yet. Not at all. Okay, creation. This is a hummingbird if you can see it. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. Create whatever it is you want to create, being you, and watch your words. Don't talk down about yourself, because it's all about being unique yourself. So don't talk down with this one that you're not good enough because you're not the greatest and you're not a star seed or a magical person or a celebrity or the commander or the boss or the leader. You play your own role and you're very important in your role, even if it's not magical, fantasy, perfect, the greatest hero role. And still be unique you, creating yourself. And then some of that might be your creation of whatever it is you want to create, but watch your words about yourself. That's what I'm really getting for you and your impression. Okay, so now we're going to pull some tarot. So for those of you that have been with me a while, I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently now. I'm going to pull up the Road Tarot like I normally do. And then instead of reading that Road Tarot immediately, I'm going to pull right after that the row of clarifying cards and then read those together. Okay. Ooh, nice start. I'm liking this. Nice start. Oh, yeah. This is looking good, guys. Still a couple little bumps, but pretty much this is looking good. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is not bad at all. Okay, now let's pull up our clarification row. And then after I do this one, I will start reading it. And while I shuffle these, I would like to give a shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I love you all. I have hit over 300 subscribers. Thanks to you all, and I really do appreciate that. All your likes and your comments and your subscribes and your bell notifications, they are helping me to grow my channel, and the whole purpose of my channel is to help and serve others. So thank you for helping me help others. I really do appreciate that. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the comments, because I'm over here reading the dark for many of you, and I love and enjoy your comments when you can point out how it was specific and clarified and congruent for you. I really appreciate that. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad and thankful to have you here with me. All right, here we go. See if we can get two more. Clarify this. Okay, then when I start reading this shuffle. I hope you guys have been enjoying your holidays or are having a happy new year for 2022. And we're truly wishing you a very prosperous year. In all ways, not just money, all that you want to do, all your dreams coming true. Okay, we got one little extra one, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so good news is, guys, all is going to be right with your world because you came here to be you. And in being you, all is right with your world because that's what you came here to do. And let me tell you, no one else can fill your shoes. No one else can come here and be you. They have to be themselves. So all is right with your world when you were being you. And so, yeah, you're being called with the Queen of Swords to kind of pull out of that perspective of getting into that avatar thing and everything's horrible and it can't be me and people are judging me or I'm not good enough. And that's what's happening here. And so you are being called to pull out of that perspective and come into that perspective of knowing who you really are. You are the source consciousness that created you to experience life through your view and express itself as you, and all of that's unique, and it wants to know all of that through you, and you have to remember that. Really need to pull back up into that perspective. Okay, so we have some healing to do because I think I don't know if some of you, I'm kind of getting some of you may have been picked on, maybe even as a kid, or feel not valued or maybe judged for being you. Perhaps being different. Also, with this being the High Priestess card, some of you might be different. You might be spiritually gifted, and then you start getting the overall view of the world, like what's wrong with you, you're weird, you're woo-woo, and we start feeling, rejected with that. And we're scared to be our unique self. So some of you actually very well would be being called to come in and be you, be authentic you. You are spiritual, you are gifted, you are a little bit unique, and that's okay. And you feel weird because the majority of the society is not accepting you. They're calling you to be you. Heal that grief of the non-acceptance of the rest of the society. They just don't understand you because they're not where you are. But don't hide your light and not share your gift because of their opinions of you. You are source consciousness, and this is reverse, I'm holding it, I'll hold it for you. Your quest to come here and be who you are gifted is essential, and it overrides their opinion. Their opinion is not greater than source consciousness being you. Please get that part. You being you is 1,000 times more important than their opinion, okay? Because those opinions that don't love and support you for being who you are egoic opinions. They do not come from true love. Being who you are comes from true love, because love essence is the core of each of us and is what we truly are. So do tune into that. That's very important. And so yeah, we have the 8 of Wands here. Yes, the universe is completely supporting you getting this healing. They're completely supporting you being in your gift. Being the high priestess, she's spiritually gifted. She can see through the veil. She's very, very gifted, and she can help others, and she can help heal others. You have got 100,000% support in the universe, which is the consciousness, the source itself. They're definitely supporting you in that. Heed your passions. What fires you up? Not true for any of you fairy tale fans out there. I got a fire in my belly now. What fires you up? What ignites your passions? What excites you that's unique to you? Be you. Don't think you're too small. Create that. Do that. Because the Queen of Wands, when she's here, she's living her passions. And she's living her joy because she's living that what she loves. When you do that, all is right with your world. And you had that. It started with that. All is right with your world. How perfect is that? How perfect is that? So yeah, we have felt abandoned on this journey by others. And you feel cut out and rejected and left out because of your uniqueness. You will find your vibe tribe. As you wear a mask to please other people and the mask starts crumbling and falling and then they reject you, it's painful and hard. I know, I've been there. I understand that. But you will find your vibe tribe that are like you, because as that mask comes off and you show up, all the people that are aligned with you or attracted to you go, oh yeah, you're into this? Me too. They will show up and you will not be alone because the universe is completely supporting you. But to find your vibe tribe, you have to be you. For them to see you and go, oh yeah, you and me are alike. Because if you don't show up as you, they see you and they think you're the mask and they're not going to react. They're not going to respond. So definitely you want to do that. The Fool's Journey in reverse. You felt abandoned, we understand. But you don't have to continue to experience this. Trust this. Love yourself. Be you. Don't talk bad about yourself with the words others' opinions have spoken of you. Okay, so this card is saying that you can navigate through any challenge with ease, and you're clashing with other people and their opinions and their values, because their opinions and values and their values in life are different. Their beliefs in life are different. And this is where you have been clashing. Definitely. Because they can't understand you because you're unique and different and you're not like the majority. And that's where you've been clashing. And you're being assured they understand this is challenging. And you've got universal support. Your guides are there for you. Your angels, your higher self, they are there for you. And they are letting you know this is challenging. We know it. But you're going to navigate through these challenges with ease. And this is about 2022. So we can see this letting up. The more you allow yourself to come into you, the easier and easier it's going to get. And then more people are going to come up and be your vibe tribe and aligned with you. And then you're going to have the comradeship that you've been looking for. We all seek it because we are social creatures. We need that. And look at that. Yes, the success of the King of Earth sitting upon his throne. He's created everything in his material form that he has desired. And material form can be physical forms, or the form of friendships, or the form of acceptance. He's created his forms that he has sought, because he is the magician. You are the creator. We got this, the creation, and you create with your words. Speak highly of yourself. Speak highly of your gifts. Speak highly of how you're unique in what you do. Love what you are. Love your uniqueness. Love that differences. Be that, and you are going to be the king sitting upon your throne, and you are the creator of it all, the successful creator of it all. I'm loving this reading, guys. This reading is absolutely perfect for you. Absolutely perfect for you. And see, you've been betrayed. You've been betrayed, but people deceiving you behind your back because they're different from you and their opinions. And the biggest place you've been betrayed is believing their opinions. They've been deceiving you with their words. They're just opinions. Consciousness, source consciousness is greater than that. And you are now being offered a true love offer from the universe to be who you are. Those opinions are nothing. And then you may have some people already showing up in your life, and they're like, yeah, I'm comrade with you. Yeah, I understand you. Yeah, I'm on your path like you. And if you're meeting people like that already, or going to meet people on your path that way, you can trust it because they're coming from their heart. Cups are of the heart. Swords are in the head. These people and their opinions about you are their mental ideas. And their ideas and their opinions, and they're not real. The heart is real because our core essence is love. So stay on your path and love you. And yes, you are starting this new journey. You are starting this journey of being you, and they're calling you to go within and meditate and connect. Connect with your higher self. Connect with the fullness, the grandest state of who you are. They're really coming in, and then you will come into your fullness as the Empress, and don't let this Empress affect gender. Coming into the fullness of the Empress because you are a creator, and bringing and birthing who you are and all the gifts that come from you that only you can offer us. We need you. Please embrace this. We need you, we love you, and I thank you. Thank you for being you. So this is what 2022 is about for you. Becoming your own and being your own and being you and creating that grandness of you and whatever it is your desires are from within you. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm absolutely loving this, guys. So let's wrap this up with an Angels and Ancestral Oracle, and look at this. You already have 2 cards flipped over. When I went to shuffle, after the other reading was done, I saw this one that was already flipped. I said, okay, well, I'll save it for the reading if I see it. And then this one flipped and shuffled in between too, and I didn't even see that. That's beautiful. And there you go. You got your other one that fast. Oh man, and you're getting a time card too. This is beautiful. Oh, I'm loving your reading, guys. Okay, so Protection Guardian, drop your shields. You don't need to be shielding up and hiding yourself from the world. I can't show who I really am and hide my light because they're going to come and attack you. No, you are source consciousness, and nothing is bigger than source consciousness. You are that. You don't need to protect yourself. You are being supported and loved by the universe, and source consciousness sends you all your aids through your guides, through your angels, your spirit team. It could be stellar guides, fairies. It just depends on what you are. Your ancestors, your angels and archangels, all the divine light, love and light. Drop your shields, be you. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. And for this one, love you for who you are, and then watch others come in and see you go, oh wow, I'm attracted to that because I'm a match to that, and you will be loved. So love yourself and let yourself be loved. Being your unique you. This is absolutely beautiful. And then you have here the Autumn card, and it's coming at the end of the spread for the Ancestor Oracles. So we have 2 things going on. Autumn, release the old, and rest. So we're releasing the old of hiding ourselves and protecting ourselves from people who don't like us, or maybe even appeasing others and putting on masks to protect ourselves because others don't like it. Love us. We'll release that. And rest. Go into spiritual meditation, rest with your guides, get some reprieve, get some nourishment there. And it's coming at the end of the Angels and Ancestors Oracle spread. So look for some things showing up in your life that are really kind of big in autumn. So it's like if you're starting to be you and you're starting a new path, and let's say we'll go with the high priestess, for example. So let's say you have your spiritual gifts and you're finally going to honor them and be who you are and do something of a service or something like that, or start creating your gifts. You're going to see some type of reward coming from you doing this by autumn. You're going to start seeing results and good rewards coming in by autumn. This is a great reading, guys. I love this reading. This reading is perfect. It's absolutely great. Love your ego, hug your ego, understand its fear of rejection. Source consciousness never rejects you. Your guardian angel never rejects you. Your higher self never rejects you. You have a spiritual team that never ever rejects you. And tune in, turn into that love, and your love vibe tribe will come, and you will be taken in their arms of love and not be rejected. I love you. I am not rejecting you. I am thanking you for being who you are, showing up as you are, and sharing with this world who you are. We need you. Only you can do this. So thank you. I love you. Until next time, much love and much light. Welcome if you chose Spirit Cat number 3 for this week's pick a card reading, which is your 2022 predictions. So just like the second pile here, you got 2 Spirit Cats for your pick card, as well as the Magical Times Empowerment cards. I'm totally not reading the title of the new deck to tell you that. Okay, so do keep in mind this is a general reading, and so I have this tuned to many of you and your unique relative realities. So tune into what is relative and in alignment with you. Okay, so I'm doing both the Spirit Cat and the Magical Times for this one because it is the whole year. So let's see what we'll start with the themes of the year. So here's your first Spirit Cat card reading here. Meet Pippa of the Dream Circus. Some kitties come straight out of the imagination to remind us to play. Here is to a moment of dancing, twinkling toes, and laughter. Where most only see empty air, Pippa sees colorful tweeting birds doing a tantalizing minuet and errant butterflies playing peekaboo, urging her to the chase. To play is to do something for the pure joy of doing it. It is a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. Where can you let more of Pippa's playful spirit and lighthearted air into your work and your life? Okay, so guys, for this one, I'm really getting, we came here to play. This life is a game. And what happens, we get so stuck in our stories, and our stories are so important that we get so serious, we forget to be lighthearted and remember it's a game. Just experiment, enjoy, and express and play. That's for some of you, to remember to do that. Some of you, you might just been overworking a little too much, and they're saying, okay, it's time to take a little relaxation. And don't forget to have fun. Recreation helps you be more productive when you do your work. So for some of you, you need to hear that. Okay, so your second one is mystery. Meet Esmeralda. She is the sweet unknown and the allure of endless mystery. There are things that are impossible for our human minds to fully comprehend. The future is often obscured from our view, yet we still must make decisions without knowing the ultimate outcomes. The mystery can feel dazzling and full of possibilities, or it can feel ominous and fierce, and freeze us, my apologies, in our tracks. Esmeralda beckons us to make peace with the mystery. Let the great unknown sit beside you as you wash the dishes and fall in love and write your story and live your strange and winding life. This one is definitely going to relate back to those, this life is a game. Don't forget to enjoy it and play in it. Our ego really has 2 things. Its agenda is to survive and avoid. That's the first agenda. The second agenda is to avoid as much pain. But there's 2 things that really class on life. It wants to know that it's going to be safe, and it wants to hold on and keep everything as permanent. And so it wants to make the best choices too, and it wants to know everything. What our darling little egos do not realize is we came here to play. So you have a whole life journey, right? So let's just use the letters A through Z, the alphabet, for an example. So you have letter A, here you're born, as a newborn. Okay, and Z will be like when you die. So you got the letters B through Y throughout your life. Okay. The source consciousness is infinite. Its very essence is love. It is completely unlimited and most powerful, and can create anything it wants on the bat of an eye. But to know itself is unlimited, and to know its core essence of love, it has to experience the opposite. So to give you an idea of that, to understand that you are up, you have to have some comprehension of down to be able to do that. So to know up, you must know down. So to know itself as love, it must have an experience of fear, because fear is the opposite of love. Okay, so to know it's all powerful, it must have an experience of limitation. So the source can't undo itself from being love. It can't undo itself from being fully unlimited. So it creates a playground. Welcome to planet Earth. And it created the veil through which our consciousness goes through when we come here to be born. And our little egos have this 100% amnesia of who it really is, so that the source can experience and come to know itself through the contrasts. And these contrasts are pretend. It is all love, but it has to pretend it doesn't know it's love. And then it experiences fear. So welcome to your challenges in life, going through that fear. So the ego doesn't want that fear. It wants to know A through Z, everything's perfect and it's going to be perfect and it's going to be permanent, it's going to be great. But you have a lot of mystery. Because B can be great, C, D, and E can be great, then F goes, whew, and then G goes up a little bit, and H goes up, and then I goes, whew. If we could see our whole life before us and see the ups and downs, we'd be like, oh my God, I don't want to do nothing. Because, God, look at that down coming down the road. I don't want to do that. I don't want to experience that. But it's that experience where you grow and you expand and you experience and then you express and you become better of who you are and can learn to express more love. And seeing it all in the future, seeing everything, you wouldn't want to do it. You did as a soul. And it was easy on that side because you're all up, up, up. Your vibration is up and you haven't forgotten who you are. On the other side, you are limitless. On this side is where it gets hard. Welcome to the mystery. The mystery is our gift. Go play. Path A, path B, you can't get it wrong. Play. Let the mystery unfold. Sometimes you'll get things and you'll win and you'll get it and it's great. And sometimes you'll lose things. And it makes you appreciate the things you still have. It makes you appreciate the time when you gained. And then you learn how to gain again through that experience. Just use those experiences to walk through the story. And I know that can be hard for the ego. I know that can. Discernment. And this is your magical times and empowerment card here. Discernment. See the truth of the situation. Use common sense and do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. And as I'm telling you these very things, this has resonance in you. Your ego may be squirming. There is a part of you that hears this and your intuition is going, yeah, I need to relax a little. I'm here to play. You know, I've been married. I got my dream home. I raised my dream kids. I loved it. And the love relationship didn't pan out completely. And I've been divorced. And I've moved on and I've done other things. And do I have regret from being married in the past and having my children? Absolutely not. It was a memory and it was an expression and experience in my life. And I had my dream home and I lost it. Do I regret ever getting that dream home? Because after getting it, I experienced the pain of losing it. No. And it was painful to lose it. Very painful. But I've moved on and I'm in my own place and doing my own thing. And those are just experiences. They had their highs. They had their lows. They had their ups. They had their downs. And I can appreciate the ups knowing those downs. I can appreciate the highs knowing those lows. It's a story. It's a game. Your soul and the essence of who you are is okay. Your intuition knows this. Let this help you to calm down with life and bring down so much seriousness. And this reading, I will say, the seriousness of life, you might want to look, for some of you, tune in at this right. The reading Spirit Cat number 2 might be relevant to you as well, about being yourself. And creating. You may be relevant to this. reminding you of who you are. You are the source consciousness, and you are powerful, and you're choosing to go through these ups and downs. Your ego screaming, oh God, no, why do I choose this pain? Because when your soul made these choices on the other side, you were all powerful and all limited. Your ego didn't make this choice. That's why. So Spirit Cat number 2, I do discuss more about being the source consciousness and who you are as soul. So that may refer to you. So just tune in. Okay, so those of you that have been following me, I'll get an extra card, that have been with me a while. I'm changing up how I'm doing this. I usually do my full row of tarot and then I read them. But what I'm going to do now is my full row of tarot, and I'm also pulling out my full row of clarification, and then I'm going to read the cards from there. So just changing it, let you know for those of you that are getting a question and stuff that you go. And as I shuffle this row, I do want to give a shout out to my subscribers and all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I have broken past 300 subscribers, and I am so grateful to all of you. It's thanks to you that I have reached that. Thank you so very much. The purpose of this channel is for me to help others, and all of you with your likes and your comments and your subscribes and your bell notifications are helping me grow my channel to help others. Thank you truly from the heart so much for that. That is the greatest gift you could ever bestow me. Thank you. And also special thanks to those comments, because as I'm reading in the dark for many of you over here and your unique relative realities, I don't know what they are. So then when you put in your comments to let me know how it corresponds with your reality, that's awesome. I love that. That's just a bonus for me. So thank you for those. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you. I'm glad to have you here with me. That didn't quite flip or land on the table. It's got to do one or the other. Okay, there we go. Oh, perfect. All right, so let's see what we got going here, guys. Okay, so we got the king here sitting on this earth, the creator of a relative realm. So yeah, we were creating things in life, and we got to remember to play. And here, he's sitting here successful. And sometimes in creating that success, we bring about some things that we bring about in our life. We bring about some overwhelm, getting overburdened with a job. So let's take parents, for example. Maybe a father has children and he has to go to work, and he's bringing about the success of a lot of work and having children, but now he has to do a lot of work to provide for the children. Or we're going to use the father, for example, because this is male. But in the female sense, the mother, okay, she has a lot of children now. It takes a lot of work to raise the children. So you've attained the goal and success of what you wanted to do. You wanted to be this parent, you wanted to have these children, and you're happy. But there's a lot of work involved. And you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, a little overburdened, and you might need to ask for a little help. Maybe you can get some help somewhere. Maybe you need help from your spirit team, your guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, that part. Or maybe you actually need some resourcefulness. Maybe you might need some extra finances, or maybe you need someone to come in and help you. That's just using parents as an example, but you can look at your situation and see there's somewhere that you've had some success, but you're feeling tired and overwhelmed and overworked. And this is where we're sinking into this story with our avatar, and we're forgetting to play. That's where we're forgetting to play, and we need to relax and do exactly that. So discern what can best work for you to get you out of this overwhelm of this, what your success has brought you, so that you can go back and relax a little bit and remember to enjoy your life and play. And it could simply be just the shift of that awareness. Realizing, you know what, I did want this and this and that, and I created this and that, and I'm glad, but because I have this and this and that, I have all this work to do. But I'm thankful I have all this work to do because I'm enjoying this and this and that because of it. It could simply be the shift of that knowledge and the shift in that awareness. So it could simply be that. Okay, so yeah, we've created some success here. And we've attained it. But then we've also experienced loss. Like I said, the path, the ups and the downs, and this is where the mystery comes in. We create something we want and we desire, and then sometimes something is going to result in the ending of it, and we lose it because our ego wants to hold on to it forever, but it's temporary here, and it was painful. So we may have felt this in relationships, and particularly we may have lost relationships that we've established, and we're not spending time with the loved ones with whom we feel abandoned by or left. Or maybe we had to abandon them and leave them because it's no longer working. At one point we were getting along and we were matching alignment and matching agreement. Maybe one of you grew and the other's no longer there. Or maybe something happened and something changed them. Or just life in general, change something. So we have our highs and we have our lows, and this is where the mystery comes in. Don't be scared to go for this, because you fear this will lead to this. We're going to have these moments in our life, and we're going to have these moments in our life. Understand that. Just keep going for what you want and enjoy what you want and appreciate what you get that you love. Appreciate it. And in the hard times that come in life, ask yourself, what gift is it bringing me? It's giving me some kind of blessing, whether it be knowledge, awareness, a shift, and trust it's going to lead you to a better place. Boy, if I'm learning anything more, and I have to tell myself when I see things happening and my ego wants to control, something's going to, okay, everything is in divine order. Witness the divine order, and I'm telling you, it works. It never fails. It's very shortly after that. If it's something small, within a few minutes, an hour, I'm going to say, oh, well, there's a divine order. That's why it happened, and I thought I needed to worry and stress and control this, and I didn't, because it's perfect the way it happened, exactly as it did. And sometimes it can be big and gigantic in your life, and the same thing. Witness the divine order. It may take a little longer for you to see the divine order, but you'll get there. So some of us are just standing in our ground and standing in staunch defense and trying to hold on, okay, and holding on to, trying to protect ourselves and prevent this. And what this card is saying, just like I'm saying, the ups and the downs, all is right with your world. Everything is in divine order. So when you can, and you're in those moments of enjoying these, kick back and relax and play, breathe, and appreciate it, enjoy it. When you're in these moments, understand, okay, that was a mystery moment. I didn't see it coming, but I'm glad I didn't see it coming, because I might have never went for this, and I would have never experienced this, and I missed out on this. I can appreciate this and enjoy this. And I know this past, this part will pass too, and I will have another success ahead of me, and I will be able to enjoy that too. So we're talking about a lot of acceptance here, and so I know that can be difficult, but we need to really discern that all is right with our world. We came here to play. Very important. And we're feeling confused. We're feeling very confused in our life, because the ego is like, oh, I came here, and I came here to go through A through Z, and everything's going to be perfect. And I'm all powerful at all times, and I'm love at all times, and I never feel pain at any time, and I never feel any challenge at any time. Everything's great. That's the source consciousness as the source consciousness. You came here to planet Earth because you wanted to experience those contrasts and those challenges to know and appreciate what love is, because you've experienced fear. What up is because you've experienced down. And you can really appreciate being up, because you know what it feels like to be down. You can really appreciate when you have a love moment, because you know what it's like to be in a fear moment. That's what this is about. And the ego is confused. But the universe is completely supporting your entire story, the ups and the downs, and it's completely supporting you as you go through it, because that's what you came here. You came here to play. It is a play. It's not the real world. It is a relative reality. You can see the real in both of those words that you're experiencing, but it is a game. It's not the truth of the core essence. And after this life, you will continue to exist and go back into that state of that limitless source and make decisions from there, what you want to do from there. So some of us might be feeling some disharmony in our life, because we did see some abandonment. So some of you might be seeing some disharmony in some relationships. And this could be with parental, sibling, romantic. It could be partnerships with businesses too. It could be friends. And that part of the journey feels down. It feels empty. So these are ups and downs. We're looking at them. But all is right with your world. So if you're in disharmony with this person, it's so easy, and the ego loves to do this, to see the other person's ego and see how they hurt you, and see them in the ego state. Blame them. They hurt me, and I don't like that because they did X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. That's you being in your ego, judging their ego. If you can, remember, I am source consciousness that came here to play a game, and to play in the mystery of ups and downs, and discern, I am source consciousness. But here I am, source consciousness, looking at source consciousness playing with me too, in their ego that has forgotten that they're in a play. They can't at that moment discern either their source consciousness and remember who they really are. And that can help you accept, and that can help you forgive yourself of anything you may be judging yourself, or forgive another. That can really help you. Because when we're heating our ego, we're not listening to our higher self. Your higher self knows that all is right with your world. Your higher self knows you came here to play a game. This is a hard pill to swallow, guys. Those of you that chose this reading, you are the tough guys. You are going down your spiritual path. And this is a hard pill to swallow. I've been here to swallow this pill. In the beginning of swallowing this pill was painful as fuck to me. It was like, Y'all are some powerful people to be here at this reading. And you're getting the reminder, hey, you're not listening to your higher self. You're falling for the ego story. He wants everything perfect. And you are gifted. You're the high priestess. And you have some healing to do with your ego. Love your ego, swallow your ego, and say, hey, ego, we're here to play a game. We really are okay. And don't let your spiritual gifts fall to the wayside, and heed your intuition. Don't walk away from it. Don't run away from it. We are here to play. And there is mystery. Discern where you are right now, and remember to discern all is in divine order. Witness the divine order. The sooner you come to that place of acceptance, the sooner you will see it. And ask for help. If you're in one of those big ones, ask for help. Ask your higher self. Ask your angels. They will bring you help. If it's crushing you emotionally, ask, I need support. I'm crying. I need help. If you need reinforcements and help on the material form, ask them. They will bring you the help. They will give you the help. They'll give it to you spiritually, and they will also bring those sources in with you from the form world as well, as we live in with the human side. Follow your passionate desires. Always go for that. Always go for your passionate desires. You're going to have your ups and downs, but you came here and you were called to live your desires. That's who you are. That's why you came here to do this. And you have some love here. King of Cups. You've got some love here. So someone's loving you. So some of you might be, we're going back to that relationship issue. Some of you might be concerned with a down you got with this relationship. I'm getting with this. Follow your passionate desire. You might be looking at, because this journey is painful and you're not liking it, you might be looking at, maybe this isn't right for me, and doing that is not listening to your higher self, because you just need to heal yourself, that you're just on a journey. It is a play. Embrace that mystery. If there's some part of you that loves them and is connected to you, they are a true love. So don't push them away with that. They are a true love. It's showing up here. It's definitely showing up here. You might be having some conflicts and struggles. That was showing up here too. But even within those conflicts and struggles, all is right with your world. That is showing up here too. So some of you, that is particularly your story. That is definitely particularly for your story. And again, back to what I was saying, you're called. You were called to go towards your joys. So like I said, even in that relationship, if that is your love and that is your passionate desire, there is true love here. Embrace your calling, move towards your desires. And if the ego is impeding you by, this is hard, because I thought this was a different card, I apologize. For some of you, this is hard. No, wait, let me clarify, I'm sorry, because these are piled up, my apologies. Okay. You're following your desires. What your heart calls for. This is what you came here to live. And your higher self is the one that knows all your desires. Your ego thinks it knows your desires. Your ego's desires are, number one, survive. Number two, avoid as much pain as possible. Your higher self's desires, I'll put this up right, it is reverse, because you're not listening to it, is for you to thrive. And that's following your joys and living in your joys, and you can do it. And heeding this call and doing that brings out the Sun card, where everything is great and is working out perfectly in your highest good alignment. The problem is you just don't believe it. That's why it's reversed. But that is the truth. And that's what we're going back to your cards here. You're being reminded, play, enjoy, relax. It's not this serious. And there's mysteries that might scare you. Play, enjoy, relax. It's a game. And let life unfold. Spirit's got your back. Just keep moving towards your desires. Keep moving to what feels good. Tune into your heart. Listen to your heart's desires. Listen to your love. Get out of that head fear, because the head fear is ego. Listen to your heart, and that's when you're listening to your higher self. And life unfolds more easy for you and better for you. And if you're going through challenges, those challenges become easy are for you, and you can get through them quicker when we surrender to the heart. We surrender to the higher self. Discern. Discern what is your ego. Discern what is your higher self. Because you've experienced hardships in your relative realities, things you did not desire, and some of these with people clashing with their values and beliefs, and this is what it calls here with this stance. Because of that, all is right with your world, though. Some of you, this disharmony in your journey with someone, if you love them and you feel this love, they are a true love. So for some of you, you need to hear this. It's just ups and downs on your journey, and the partnership too. It doesn't mean it needs to end. Life brings you, I apologize for the cough, ups and downs. Play, relax, enjoy the mysteries. You don't have the answers for tomorrow. You're not supposed to have the answers for tomorrow. You're supposed to enjoy what unfolds. You know, when you watch your favorite show or you read your favorite book, the first time you watched it or the first time you read it, it's like, oh, wow, you got your ups and you got your downs, and you got your scary points and you got your high points and you got low points. And then for most of us, we love to see the stories that end in a great ending, right? So hopefully this is one of your favorite ones, all right? And then when you go back and you reread it and you rewatch it and you really know it upside down and sideways and diagonals too, you start relaxing on those scary points that they're going through, the characters that you are in your story, in your show or whatever. You start relaxing in that, because the first time you watched them, they were mysteries as you're playing through the story, and you didn't know what was going to happen. Now, when you read the story or watch the show over and over again, you can discern, well, you know what's going to happen. This bad part is happening right now, but it's going to get better, and you know it, and you can relax, and it's okay. The reason why it has to be a mystery when we're living our life is because we're scared to go through that bad point. Even if it's going to get better, we're still scared to go through that bad point, because you're going to feel the pain at that moment at the bad point. And feeling the pain at the moment at the bad point is the very contrast that source consciousness wanted to feel and experience through you, to know itself as pure love by experiencing the fear when you experience that contrast in life, because it can't know itself as love without experiencing the fear. And knowing itself is unlimited by experiencing itself through the hardships that you're going through and challenges you're going through sometimes as limitations, as limited. That's the only way it can know itself. And you signed up for this on a soul level. You want to be a part of this. You were excited about this. And I know that's a hard pill for some of you to swallow. But if you're at this reading, you're strong enough and you're down your spiritual path enough to hear this and know this and go, okay, she's talking to me. I'm gone down this path. I know what she's talking about. That's why you're at this reading. And if this reading wasn't right for you, you wouldn't have clicked on it. And if you some wild way by accidentally chose it, you probably clicked off of it real fast. If you're still with me at the end, you are ready for this. High five yourself. High five yourself. You've been doing your homework to get here. Give yourself a high five. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Obviously now I'm wrapping you up with the Angels and Ancestor Oracle. Seriously guys, give yourself a high five. Keep following your spiritual calling. Keep moving towards your desires. Where you are in your path, know the universe is supporting you. You're going to have your highs and lows. Breathe. Even if something looks scary in your future, breathe. Play in life. See the things you love in life. Appreciate those. Put your focus on that. And the mysteries before you, if you're scared to do something because it's a mystery, trust, surrender to your higher self, ask it for help, and discern. Everything is okay. Everything is right in your world. And then there's some of you that are in a couplehood and you've been thinking this relationship isn't right. It's okay. It's meant to be. Fire Guardian. So here you got the Fire Guardian reversed. Because we're scared to follow those passionate desires. Ignite your passions. Because we're scared of the fall. Oh, I've been on my throne before, but then I fell. I don't want to fall again, so I don't want to get back on my throne again. Get back on your throne again. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And first times we fall hard because we're getting those experiences. And then you're getting the experience of how to recover and how to be stronger So if you fall again, it isn't as hard. You're stronger. It doesn't hurt as bad. And Source is experiencing stuff through that. It's experiencing the extremities. And then as you go down through that alphabet life that we were talking about, as you go down that life, then it's starting experiencing lesser extremities because you're getting stronger and stronger and you can handle it and take it better. And that's a part of it too. That's a part of its experience. It wants to know hot and cold or up and down, and it also wants to know what's in the middle, the balance. And that's another place you're coming to, in balance. And you'll be able to accept the hardships, and you'll be able to play in life even when you have mysteries ahead of you, because you know you're okay. You'll be able to discern, I'm okay. Look at you today. If you're watching this reading, somehow you have access to the internet. That's a great gift. That's a blessing. You're okay. You're okay. You're here right now. You're okay. Keep following your passions, guys. You got this. You're all some strong people at this reading. Very strong. And you've moved down your spiritual path. Kudos to you. Give yourself high fives. I love you. Until next time. Much love and much light.